Memories.
You remember me drowning?
No, you're not drowning. You're just getting in the pool. Is it cold? No? It was cold to me.
I'm sorry.
It was cold to me.
I did it. I did it.
No flip this time.
No flip. I'm going to celebrate by taking a nap.
You celebrate by taking a nap.
Yeah.
Tell me about your hard day at work.
No, I don't want to talk about work. Work.
I'm glad you're home.
Me too. I work with nice people though. But I'm tired and I'm done.
We're gonna have some smoked barbecue chicken tonight.
Why are we pointing that at me?
Cause you're so handsome.
No, yeah. You're the one with the pretty hair. Need to point it at you. Did you watch Matt's video today?
Nope.
He wore our t-shirt.
You did?
Yeah, he's such a nice guy.
No, I'll have to watch it.
He cleaned out Jared's. See, that's a funny thing. Jared's up there doing stuff for Jason. Matt's over at Jared's doing stuff for Jared.
Yeah.
Everybody's working. I think it's pretty cool. They do stuff all the time for each other. Jared's getting to know Danielle better. That's nice. They need to get to know each other better, spend time together. Jason's smitten, I think. So is Danielle. You can tell by the way she just clings to it, which is a nice change. I like to see Jason getting affection and returning that affection.
I do too. He deserves that.
Yep. He's a good guy, got a good heart. All three of them do. I wish I could know their mom and dad better, but it just didn't work out yet.
Maybe one day.
Yeah. You'd think, well, one kid being good, that could just be a fluke, but all three of them have great big hearts.
They do, and they're all hard workers.
All the time.
Matt's more mellow.
Yeah. He works hard too, though. I mean, he was out there on his hands and knees digging out the weeds out of those flower beds in the video. And I don't even think he got our t-shirt dirty. He's a very neat guy.
He's a neat guy.
But he was working hard. He's a good guy. But Jared's putting lights up on Jason's house, and he finished one whole wall with the cedar. I mean, he's really working hard out there. And you know, there's not a water supply. I mean, they can take water out there, but they don't have like the luxuries that we do, where you flip a switch and light comes on, or you turn on the faucet and you got water. So you've got to bathe in the creek. I mean, there's all kinds of things that are different out there than what Jared's even used to. Jason's really kind of been a trailblazer for everybody in the family.
He really has.
Yeah,
he really
he's
has.
the one that set the standard.
YouTube wouldn't have happened probably without Jason.
We wouldn't have done it
Definitely.
without Jason starting
It took them a year to talk us into it.
Jason and Jared talking all the time about it, and us watching their videos and their excitement. I wanted to do it, but I just thought, nah, nobody wants to watch me do daily stuff. I don't have anything exciting. I'm not building out in the middle of nowhere with no lights, water, or gas, and I'm not going to. So, but then
We're just two hard-working nurses.
yeah,
Come home and take care of our chickens and our horses and our doggies and our fishes.
we don't have that much longer to work, though. I mean, we'll be retired, and that'll certainly give us something to do. It'll be fun.
We have another 10 years at least. tomorrow I'm going to stain that closet. And I got some other projects I'm going to do.
Do you want me to bring that shelf up here and put it on the back porch for you to put all that stuff on while you're staining it?
Sure. I mean, you don't have to, but
that way you'll have a place to put everything. I could even put it in that bedroom, but I was just thinking you might want more room than that to stain it. If you want that shelf back in the bedroom just so you can take everything off, then I'll do that. I'll put it back in there.
Okay. All right. And the color stain we're using is it the pecan?
Golden pecan.
Golden pecan. Okay.
And it's in the garage.
And that's the same that we have on the doors, right?
I think so.
No, tomorrow. If not, we'll do the doors golden pecan.
I've just got 2 cans of it, so it'll be enough to do the
That'd
closet.
be enough.
Well, you might be able to do the whole closet with just 1 can.
I probably will need that
much.
shelf because I have to take everything that's on the shelves now, take it off, and stain it, and then it has to dry. So I do need I will need that
That's
shelf.
why I said that.
Yeah. I was just thinking you were just gonna put the paint and stuff on it. It's like, nah.
No,
But
we're staining it.
yeah, no, I need that just to put everything on it. Probably won't take that long for it to dry though. Probably not at all.
Even if you just let it dry overnight. That way when the rail comes in, I can go ahead and just put it up Monday.
Ooh, and we have that nice light you're going to be putting up.
After I get the barn doors up, I'll hang that light.
Okay.
Because I don't want to break that light.
It's a nice light.
And all I'd have to do is drop those doors back.
It's an S-shaped light.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be nice.
It's got a bunch of those LED lights on it. And it has like 5 or 6 lights that face down. Each light's 50 watts. So it should be plenty of light in that one little room.
I think so.
It'll be nice.
And then it's got that dimmer switch on it. That will be nice when we don't want a lot of light.
Mm-hmm. If you want low light, you can have it. Mm-hmm. Then I was thinking about putting LED lights along the top of the closet so that it could shine a nice, like a blue light, the same color as the one on the wall we're going to put.
Yeah.
It can shine it up above the closet to kind of light up the wall.
That would be really nice. Isn't it so relaxing out here?
Mm-hmm.
So nice to come home and get to relax like this.
That super chat night was so fun, where everybody was toasting, and Robert Castleberry bought like 15 $2.99 super chats, and we just had
One
to
for
keep
every
toasting
beer.
him, and we would drink. And then if I forgot what it was they would do, and we had to drink the whole beer. I think it was like $20, and we had to drink the whole beer wherever we were at. So people were donating. Lila donated $50. We had plenty to drink that night, but it totally paid for the pool, and it was fun.
Yeah, that was a fun night.
It was just a fun participation night. People like Robert and Lila and Cold Beer. Cold Beer gave $50 or $100 that night, and all those guys just pitched in and made it fun.
Who was it last night? It was Cold Beer and Gray
Mountain
Farms.
Yeah.
They were doing
I don't think
live
Gray
last
Mountain
night.
Farms was too crazy about my dad jokes.
You got good dad jokes.
I just like to keep it clean because I work with a bunch of women, so I want to tell jokes and have fun because it's not a very fun job. And the only way you can do that when you work with that many women is keep it clean, and dad jokes are the best way to do it. And then you don't have to worry about somebody saying, oh, he told an inappropriate joke. No, he didn't. Tom's known for his dad jokes. He didn't tell a dirty joke. We know better.
You do have good dad jokes. I gotta tell you that.
It's fun. I think if you're 30 or less, 30 or less, you probably don't get them and they aren't funny to you. But
Grey Mountain Farm, they're probably 30-ish.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think the husband liked them more than the wife. They're a sweet couple.
Cold Beer liked him, though.
Cold Beer, he's awesome.
Yeah.
I wish I could see Natasha on there more because she's fun to watch.
This is Cold Beer.
Yeah, Miss Cold Beer. She's fun to watch, too. I like the way she looks at you like she's figuring you out. I've always liked that about her. She looks at you like, I hadn't quite figured you out yet, but I'm going to give you a chance.
Yeah. I like Mark and Debbie with Grumpy Old Grandpa.
Oh, man, yeah, they're fun, too. I love their show. They put so much effort into it. Ridge Life puts so much effort into everything he does.
Oh,
And so does
Tim,
Mark
yeah.
and Debbie. You know how long it takes to plan all the video and the news you've got to study and all that? Man, I appreciate the fact that they spend so much time preparing. Because they're just doing that for us. Gives us something to watch.
Tim with Rich Life, he's into so many things.
And when he
I want
has
to get some
guest
honey from him.
I do too. Even if we have to go get it, I'd like to have some Ridge Life honey. Eat it live on the air. The amount of work those guys, and when he has a guest, Ridge Life has a guest, he has a series of questions worked out, and he's actually gone in and watched their videos. Yes, that's my point. They don't just get on the air and talk. They get on after they've done all these hours and hours of preparation. And
That's
man,
the same way
hats
with
off to them.
Grumpy Grandpa.
That's what I'm
They
talking
have a lot
about.
of preparation. Rich Life,
And
a
there's
lot of
others. I don't mean to leave anybody out. I know there's others that prep. When you do all the work that some of these channels do with building and all that,
Oh, yeah.
or
Just like
raising
Jared
animals.
and Matt. And
and we know how hard it is to raise goats.
Sawyer Ridge, Simple Life Reclaimed.
Oh man, yeah. And that dog of
Oh, I knew you'd
Sawyer
like
Ridge.
that. Was it Jacob? Was his birthday? Is that his name,
Man.
Jacob?
yeah.
It was his birthday. They took him to the vet. They took him all the little places that he wanted to go. What kind of dog is
dog's
that?
beautiful. Some people pronounce it Kanye Corso. Some people pronounce it Cane Corso.
Yeah.
You just have to look it up. But it's a beautiful. I think it's in the Mastiff family. It's a beautiful black dog.
It
it's
is.
so regal, with the ears cut.
Yes.
Beautiful dog.
Yes. I know you want one so bad.
Well, you've got to put a lot of extra time into a dog like that. Because if you don't, they don't socialize well.
Right.
You've got to get them out and socialize with them. And the dog is very intimidating. People look at that dog and go, whoa, don't mess with that dog. And really, they're just big sweethearts if they like you and know you. Like Johnny Lee's dog, the English Mastiffs.
Yeah.
They're huge, 200 plus pounds. But if they like you, they'll buddy right up to you. But if they don't like you, or if you make sudden moves when they don't know you, they'll tear you up.
I've enjoyed so many of our YouTube friends. Journey Alone with Shannon.
Oh,
Shannon
and Roger are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like them.
I'm
They
glad
feel like
that-
we've known them forever now.
Well, I know. That's the thing. Lila, Shannon, all the people that we've met in
Lila
YouTube.
Newton.
And Jennifer Aiken and Annie Ann, Virginia.
Yes.
I mean, I could go on and on naming
I know,
people
we
that just stick out
could.
in our minds.
We
That I ran across the letter that Virginia Alexander wrote us a long time ago, and it was so sweet. She thanked us for introducing her to Shannon in that letter. It's the kind of people you'd have over for dinner and enjoy. Shannon's mom, Georgette.
Yeah, she was really sweet.
She's so nice. I'd love to have Roger with them over here and have dinner sometime.
We got to get some soap from Brazos Valley Soaps.
Yes, we do.
I think
I've heard
Cold
good
Beer's getting
stuff.
his own
He is.
fragrances stuff.
He is.
I was like, I want to do that. I didn't know you could special order.
No, he's doing that. Cold beer is a classic act. I mean, he is classic, and he doesn't cut the cost on it. He's not cheap. When he does something, he does it up right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in my 60s. He's only what, 10,
about
12
50.
years older. I mean, younger than us.
Yeah.
So I know where he's coming from. He's at the age where he gets our jokes.
Yeah.
And he appreciates some of the humor. But he's a class act. I really like cold beer.
I'll be so glad when Julie and Randy, with heard that explanation point, gets monetized, because they've got some great videos. They really do.
The thing about Julie and Randy and Tristan and your dad, they know what the heck they're doing. They're good at it.
Mm-hmm.
They were good at it long before YouTube came around.
They got a lot
before
of
that was all they
experience.
did for a living. For years they've been self-employed, and Julie amazes me because of her drive. She's never really been paid a salary, and if it was short-term and small salary.
Mm-hmm.
But when she is out there, she'll have 15 different businesses going at the same time, and she's advertising and she's selling them, and she's standing behind the quality of the work she does, and she's out there busting her butt every day. And if you make a salary or an hourly rate, you know at the end of the day when you go home you made this much money and you can pay this amount of bills. I would not personally want to get up every morning knowing I've got to go earn my car payment today. If this sale falls through and I don't please these customers, I'm not going to be able to pay the rent. I wouldn't want that kind of pressure.
Mm-mm.
That's a horrible amount of pressure.
But it's so funny because Dad and Julie,
They don't
like punching time clocks.
No.
They do not like it.
And
That's
they're
hard
good
on
at
them.
what they do because they have to be.
Mm-hmm.
If they aren't good at what they do, they go hungry.
Right.
So, I mean,
And they have good stuff. I mean, all the shutters and tiles and...
Yeah, that's the thing. They're good at what they do.
Plus
They
Julie,
do quality work.
And plus Julie, she puts on a lot of videos, just cooking, and with Presley. Presley's such a darling. And now Randy's got, he's trying to get his YouTube started with Whiskey Creek Tackle.
Yeah, that's cool merchandise. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Those koozies he has that look like bulletproof vest, camouflage bulletproof vest.
Mm-hmm.
And the bags are nice. I previewed, remember I did one of the reviews on the bag that he gave me to review.
Nice
stuff. It's funny to talk about them because they're relatives, but I know how much they work. I know how hard they work. I know how hard it is to get up every day knowing that you've got to make it that day. No peace. I mean, even on your day off, you're thinking, well, I could be doing this and this and this. I like to shut down. I like to say, let's go look at the horses and float in the pool, drink a beer. Cold beer?
There's a nice breeze tonight.
It is. It's a beautiful night. I love the sunset. Did you show them the sunset?
Mm-hmm. You were over there talking
With
for
the
quite a while.
horses?
Mm-hmm.
Big pocket. When I went out there to separate the ducks off the chickens,
Yeah.
the big pocket, the forest came over and talked to me. They said, hi Tom, how you doing? I said, I'm all right. What are y'all doing? Oh, we just come over here and stick our nose on your face.
I know.
I said, don't step on my toes. I don't even have shoes on.
I know. I
Okay,
can't believe
Tom.
you went out there barefooted.
Well, me either, but I didn't want them hurting that chicken. Those ducks will hurt them. They'll kill them. And they don't realize it. They're just little horn dogs.
I wish we could get the ducks on that other side where the pond is and just keep them out there. That would be the best place for them. That's where they belong. I can't believe they don't go out there anyway. They got a big pond to swim in, and
But if we closed them off over there, then the horses would be closed off wherever they are.
Yeah.
I don't want to close any of the animals off. I want them to
No,
have free
because
range.
that's where their shelter is. It's on the other side.
Right. They've got 2 shelters over here.
Yeah.
One there and one there.
But none by the pond.
None by the pond yet. We'll get one by the pond. I just want to pay one of those off.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we owe any money on out here is those horse sheds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not much.
That and the land.
The land, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They'll probably be paying for the land till I'm dead. But the house is built and paid for.
Mm-hmm.
I heard.
And our car payments. Oh.
Well, I'm not just sell the car so I don't have to pay them anymore. I'm tired of that. I was listening to Jared and Jason talk in one of their videos, and Jason was pointing out to Jared, or vice versa, that Jared could sell his property and he could make probably $250,000 off of it because the land out here is so high now, and the property values have skyrocketed. The city of Dallas is growing out this way.
Yeah.
And you can tell because there's nothing for sale out here anymore. It's all bought. And Jason goes, well, Tom and Rhonda will be really upset with you if they think you're moving. And Jared said, well, Tom and Rhonda could sell theirs too. We could all go. And I thought, no, I don't want to go. And if he goes, I'll cry.
Yeah, it would be sad.
I would be so sad. But I know how his parents felt when all 3 of them left. That's hard when the nest is empty.
When I went to Rockwall today, Siri took me a different route, a bunch of back roads, and it was such a nice drive.
Oh, it was? It wasn't bad?
No, it was...
Siri can put you off in the ditch.
She can. But no, it was nice. It was a very nice drive. A bunch of back roads all the way almost to Rockwall. And, but they're building a lot of nice homes, but they're all pretty much, they're copycat houses.
Yeah. That's why I like being in the country. Everybody's spread out and everybody's got a different look, and that's okay. Variety is the spice of life. I'm glad we got out here 6 years ago when we did, before these places were gone.
It's changed so much. Used just to be just Lily and me, and now we've got people everywhere.
I know. And Jared wasn't even out here. Jason, Jared, and them weren't out here. When we first came, we were looking at their property and decided to take this property because it had more trees. And I'm glad we did now, because Jared's put a lot of money into his plants and trees and stuff.
I don't know what we would do if Jared and Matt weren't in our lives, especially Jared.
I think they'll always be in our lives. They might not be next door all our life, but they'll always be in our life. You can't have friends like that and just lose them.
No.
I don't think they could do anything to make us mad at. I mean, even if we had a disagreement about something and argued, which in 6 years we haven't, but let's say we did, I think we would let things go and just let it blow over and not fight about it.
Right.
Because nothing's that important. And look, they're respectful too. You said, please don't get a donkey, and they make jokes about it, but they have never bought one.
I did see a cute little donkey today when I was going through all those back roads.
Well, if you even think a donkey's cute, then you need to tell Jared he can have one.
He can have a donkey. We've got donkeys pretty much all around us anyway.
Well, you need to tell Jared that.
You think he'd really get a donkey?
Yeah, because he
really wants a donkey?
The only reason I think Jared hasn't is because of you. Because he's respectful of you, and he knows that if the donkey gets real loud, that it would make you upset.
Well, that donkey across the way doesn't. Was that Jerry's donkey? Is it Jerry?
Well, Jerry and them bought that donkey to protect the livestock over there, because they're supposed to chase off coyotes and stuff, and kick them, and kill them. I saw a donkey video where the donkey had a coyote up by the scrap of the neck, and he was shaking him around and throwing him to the ground and kicking him. And I thought, oh, wow, that's why they get him.
Well, you can tell Jared if he wants a donkey, get a donkey. I don't think...
I'm not telling him. You're telling.
Okay.
Because he won't believe me. He'll go, yeah, you're trying to get me in trouble. He'll start laughing. I'll get 2 6-packs of empty beer for my next birthday.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell him to get a donkey. It was a cute little donkey I saw today. It was cute.
Well, he might not get a little one. He might get a giant donkey.
I guess he can get a giant donkey. We don't need a donkey, though.
I don't think.
We have enough trouble with Forrest and Big Pocket. They don't. Forrest is always picking on Big Pocket. I went out there and loving on Big Pocket today and sprayed him down with spraying him with the water hose. Forrest doesn't like to be sprayed with the water hose, but Pocket does. He'll just sit there and eat and let you get them all wet. But I don't know if they get along with the donkey.
Oh, yeah. I don't know either.
Yeah. That's why I said Jarrett can get a donkey, but I don't think we need to get one.
Well, that's a big change.
Only if it keeps the German Shepherd away.
No donkeys, no donkeys.
Yeah. I just had such a bad experience with that one in Mount Vernon, you know?
No, I don't know anything
That donkey was always like he was being tortured every single night. He would just have the most terrifying scream.
Well, how do you know this one won't?
I don't. But I haven't heard it from the other ones.
I don't know if you can eat a donkey, too. Right? It's not like you can get a donkey, you don't like it, you just cook him up, having donkey burgers.
You might have to have the little trainer thing on his neck.
The shock collar?
No, not the shock.
Quit
Vibrator.
Quit hee-hawing, Zap.
Jared's starting to do the vibrator on that donkey.
Don't say it like that, honey. It would be the shock collar.
Well, I don't like the word shock.
Donkey.
You don't shock it, though.
You don't put a vibrator on the donkey.
On his neck.
You don't really put a shock collar on a donkey either.
That's what I mean. I don't know why they call them shock collars. You're not shocking them. It's just a little vibrator thing.
No, the shock collars are trainers.
It's a what?
It trains the animal.
But it doesn't.
It puts off a little tone. I don't know what that was. It puts off a little tone, and then you can push the vibration so it'll shake after that if they don't mind.
Yeah.
And the last resort is a shock. That's what those 2 metal posts
That one that I
are.
have now doesn't have a shock in it.
Yeah, it does. It's got 2 posts.
I don't want it to shock them.
Well, I'm just telling you the capabilities are there. That's why they call them shock collars.
I don't think you ever need to use that.
Well, you don't know. If they
Just
don't shut
vibrate.
up, sometimes you need to use it once or twice to get their attention, and then they don't bark anymore after that. If they do, you mind them by just hitting the tone, because they associate the tone with, that shock's fixing to happen, I better shut up.
That's what I mean. You might get hit. You might have to get one for the donkey. So if it starts doing that screaming like they're in pain.
I don't think it'd work with a donkey. I think it'd just piss him off and he'd kill all the dogs.
They probably don't make them that big anyway.
I don't think you can shock a dog. Do anything with it.
Maybe not.
We used to use hot shots in the kitchen when we were moving the cows. If they wouldn't move, you'd take that hot shot and poke them in the butt with it and zap them, and they'd take off running. One kid shocked a bull, and the bull jumped over all the lines in the kitchen. He just went nuts and started jumping over each one, and it was a big bull too. It tore that kitchen up.
Yeah.
And the owners were going to the auction, were going, "What are you doing? Why did you shock a bull? Are you out of your mind?" They were running around trying to catch the bull to get it calmed down. It was so funny. So I learned right then, you don't just shock everything.
No.
I'm glad it wasn't me, because I didn't know any better at the time. Somebody else did it. I just didn't do it.
Yeah.
I was just 14 or 15 years old running cattle. Vernon Stockyards in Vernon, Texas.
You've had a pretty interesting life.
Yeah.
You've done so
more than
much.
anybody
Disc
else.
jockeys, hog farmer,
You've
salesman.
had a pretty interesting life too.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, you went from being a girl working in her grandmother's catfish restaurant to a bartender to a nurse and went to school and raised kids while you were going to school. And then you went to the Arctic Circle as a nurse.
Where we met.
And you flew all over the Arctic Circle. See, that's a pretty...
Did the medevac.
That's a pretty interesting life, if you ask me. A lot of people haven't flown the Arctic Circle and landed in little villages and taken care of people. So I'm not the only one with an interesting
Delivered
life.
babies.
See?
Got on a helicopter.
Yeah.
Medevacs.
Yeah.
Took a baby on a four-wheeler.
Yeah.
With the ferrets in tow. We were in the trailer.
Yeah. See, you've done some things that a lot of people never see or do. It's a pretty interesting life, too. You always talk about me, but you've had a pretty interesting life, too. And you have to remember, I met you doing stuff that most people wouldn't do. It's been a good life.
Well, I guess I need to go check on that chicken that we're smoking. Get the asparagus on.
You need to quit filming me and film yourself, son. Let me film you.
No.
People have to see you too. See, now say hi, Rhonda.
Hi, Rhonda.
I'm not the only one around here. So what are we having for supper?
We are having smoked chicken, but it's got a lemon sauce on it. And we're having asparagus. And we're having rosemary olive bread. And we're having a salad with blueberries.
A salad with blueberries.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good.
And you still have your cake, your birthday cake.
Yeah, I'm going to have to eat some more. I've had a piece almost every night.
Have you?
Yeah.
That's a lot. Julie should have taken more.
Yes, she should have.
She should have.
But I don't think she likes the tres leche like I do.
No, but Randy and Tristan do.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Well, then, yeah,
taken
she
at least
should have.
half of that cake.
She sure should have. Doggone it.
Yeah.
You can't learn her nothing.
This party that's coming up at Dad's and Julie's in August or early September, I think Julie's going to invite quite a few YouTubers to it.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like Shannon and Roger
Shannon, Journey Warm with Shannon.
and Lila.
Of course, Jason and Matt Crockers and Jared. And she's going to see if they'll come out. No, Jason and them will come so far. She talked about
They can
Tim.
carpool with us, then we'll have captive audience.
I think she wants to invite Tim with Rich Life and Grumpy Grandpa.
Oh,
She's
cool.
Gonna see. Some of them are too far away. But Lila's coming. Isn't Lila coming?
She's supposed to be coming down. I don't know when, but
When is she
I'm looking forward to it.
Was it end of August?
Something like that. That
Yeah.
sky is beautiful. It's got a beautiful orange color to it right now. Wow.
Nice breeze.
Mm-hmm.
No mosquitoes.
None.
Okay, well, I think we need to sign off.
No.
Yeah.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. A smile and we'll be friends. Goodbye, everybody. God bless. We love you.